Dear Alfred, I wrote to you during Game Week 16, convinced that my FPL season had hit rock bottom. I thought the misery had peaked with Robertson's red card and Saka's blank. But oh, how naive I was. The FPL gods weren't done with me yet. They'd merely set the stage for the next act in my tragic play. This last day or two, I made a decision that will haunt me for the years to come. I benched Ahmad. Yes, Ahmad, the forgotten hero of my squad, my differential at a cut price, the man I trusted so little that I left him to gather dust on my bench. And what did he do? He delivered a goal, an assist, and 3 bonus points. Pure sparkling treasure wasted, a glittering haul locked away in the vault of my bench. Meanwhile, the players I actually started stared back at me with blank returns and shattered dreams. The agony is unbearable. It feels like being punched in the gut, then having someone whisper, "You did this to yourself." I thought Game Week 16 was the end. Robertson's red card, Saka's blank, that was supposed to be the crescendo of my despair. But oh no, it wasn't meant to be. I've been exploring new hobbies since I last wrote in, considering a life away from the relentless torture of FPL, and now I've settled on mudlarking. If you're not familiar, it's where you scour riverbanks, sifting through the mud, hoping to find hidden treasures. It seems fitting, doesn't it? Because the only treasures in my FPL life are the brief, sweet moments when I close the app. So this is it, Alfred, I'm done. FPL has broken me. You'll find me down by the river, knee-deep in mud, searching for relics that won't betray me. Goodbye FPL, goodbye hope, and maybe, just maybe, goodbye to the pain. Sincerely, a former FPL manager, now a mudlarker. Welcome to AlfPL, where strategies are dissected and dreams are built. My name is Alf, and you are tuned in to the Pain Train. It is 8:03 PM GMT, and we are mother flipping live. Let's keep the sad music rolling. Who's in the chat? We've got FPL Jack, we've got Woodstock, Chris, we've got George Bailey, we've got FPL Thomas. We've got some quiz contestants in the chat for the final Game Week 16 quiz. Let's pull up the leaderboard, shall we? What an amazing couple of days it's been. We have quite a significant leader amongst us. He's in the chat. His name is FPL Thomas. But listen, it is all to play for this evening because we're tripling the points, and I have got a monster of a quiz coming up. 20 questions, FPL related, Premier League related, and not. Just some random trivia. So, anyone could win this evening. What I will say is, if you are participating in the quiz, try and get a phone and a laptop, or a phone and an iPad, or something like that, because with Kahoot you need it. You need 2 devices to operate in this quiz reality that we live in. But yeah, I'm excited. It should be good fun. How's everyone doing? What are we thinking in terms of the game week? How did it go? What was your rank? What was your score? What is your rank, should I say? How are you feeling about Game Week 17? I'm thinking we have a little look at how it went down for Game Week 16. So, Arsenal 0-0 Everton, absolutely rubbish. Gabriel 3 points, that's what I'm talking about. Liverpool Fulham, that was 2-2 in the end. Gakpo 3 points. Jota scoring, who expected that? Muniz scoring, goodness me. Newcastle 4-0, absolutely smashed up Leicester. Hall 3-pointer. You know, in my first Game Week 1 team, I had Hall and Isak. It just beggars belief sometimes. Like, I got rid of them on wildcard 6 or 7, and look at them now. You just got to leave some of these players, man. Wolves 1-2, that was an absolute SHIT show. Cunha We'll cover Cunha today. Got some thinking to do about some of my Wolves assets. I'm sure you guys do as well. Forest Aston Villa 2-1. I tell you what, Gibbs White's looking pretty good, isn't he? 3 BPs, he's got an assist. I like him a lot. But I don't need any midfielders right now. Crystal Palace 3, Brighton 1. Decent game that. I thought Crystal Palace looked pretty good. I think that we might be seeing the Crystal Palace of last season. City, Man United, what a game. I mean, it was a pretty rubbish game, but as a spectacle, I enjoyed that. Like, so good. The Death Star is truly compromised at this point. It's not just a crisis. This is like layers of crisism. Absolutely sensational. What is it? 98th minute penalty. Bruno scores it and just goes like that to the Man City fans. And then Ahmad with that. What a goal as well. Like, what a player he seems to be. 3 points for Ahmad. He got a goal and assist. What a legend. I'm thinking I might just want to see how old he is. How old is Ahmad Diallo? Let's put in Mad Diallo. Is that is that going to work? Yes, it did. He's 22. I thought he'd be younger than that, but still, what a talent. Chelsea Brentford, Cole Palmer blanked, absolutely ridiculous. And Obame scored again. I've got him in my team, saved me. And then this Spurs game, I just don't know what's going on with Spurs. Ridiculous. Maddest 3 points. Maddison looks good. And then Bournemouth West Ham. I watched that game until I was so excited about my Kirkes clean sheet. And then what was it? 87th minute penalty. I don't really think that was a penalty. It just like hit his hand. Like, come on. And then I turned my phone off and just like put on Breaking Bad as I was going to sleep. And then I don't even know what happened with Paquetá. Was it a free kick? Is that what happened? But yeah, really good game week. All in. I am currently. Let's have a look. I'm 2.2 mil still. So painful. But I've got a $250,000 mil up. So that's pretty hopeful. I'm just gonna keep going, guys. And you know what? Like, I'm just gonna captain the right captain going forward. And when I say that, I'm going with the crowd. Like, I have to just play it safe for the next couple of game weeks. I need to get into like the top 500k. And then I'll start being a mad lad. But yeah, what do you guys think? Like, I think I'm at a point now where I just can't afford to be like doing any crazy stuff. Who else is here? We got FOMO, we got Foxy, we got Geddy. Yes, legends of the game. Yeah, so yes, points are tripled for the quiz. Absolutely. So Thomas is in the driving seat. I'll bring up the leaderboard again. Here it is. So Thomas is 100% in the driver's seat. He's there right now. I bet he's prepping. He's doing this. He's doing some stretches, you know. He's hydrating. All to play for, guys. Anyone can win this. You know, who's not played FOMO? You've not participated yet. You could actually win this quiz tonight. Who else? Foxy, you could win this quiz tonight. It's all to play for. I'm excited. I'm thinking we should do some more pain. Let's get through some more tweets. Should we stick a poll up actually real quick? Let's do that. Give me a sec. Has anyone got any quandaries or problems they're trying to solve, or are they kind of umming and ahhing about a player or two? What would you like to see on a poll right now? We could just do captaincy for game week 17. It's a bit boring though, isn't it? Alex H is in the chat. Yes, Alex, good to see you. Yeah, any kind of problems or questions you guys are thinking at this point? We could go for like a Cunha replacement. Do we like that? Should I do a poll about what the poll should be? Ahmad or Enzo? Let's do it. Done, Jack. And then Foxy, I see you, man. Cunha replacements. We'll do both of those tonight. So let's do Foxy's first because he did say it first. Cunha replacements. Right, one sec. Before we do that though, let's just actually have a look at some Cunha replacements. So let's go to Hub, not a sponsor, and we'll go forwards. Cunha, he's there. He's in the top 3. So we'll do long-term. We're doing long-term replacements. Yeah, I reckon. He's 7.1. That's probably going to go down a little bit, isn't it? So let's go like 7, below 7 mil. Chris Wood every day. So we'll do a poll about polls. Yes, that's how we roll, Foxy. So we'll do Wood. I feel like Jimenez, everyone's talking about. Should we do Wood, Jimenez, Visser, Evan Nielsen, Pedro? Do we just do the top 4 here? Yeah, we're going to do the top 4. Okay, one sec. Let me do this. So, won't take a moment. I'm just going to go into YouTube here. I'm still like getting used to how this all works with the back end and stuff. So bear with me. So we're going to do a poll. Russell is here. Yay! Russell, good to have you here, mate. Starting a poll, and we're going to do best Cunha replacements. And we're doing Chris Wood. It's going to be Chris Wood, isn't it? Wood, Pedro, Raul. I quite fancy Raul, you know. Raul, and we're going to do Visser. Visser. Don't know how you guys prefer to pronounce that. And the poll is live. Make your selection when you get a second. Rasmus, oh, I missed it. I'm sorry, Foxy. I just missed that. I feel like those are 4 pretty good options, though. They're like quite safe, aren't they? So yeah, get that going, and we will do some more pain tweets. Let's do this. Queuing up the sad music. This bench from FPL Disasters. Let's have a look at this. Turner 0, Hall 15, Ahmad 10, Robinson 6. How is that possible? I'd love to see this team. Like, that is mad. Cutty. It might be time to quit FPL. Why? What happened? I think it's important we try and understand exactly what's going on with these guys. Has he shared his team? He's a Barcelona fan, I can tell you that for free. No, he hasn't shared his team. Luke Dernan. I officially quit this game. This week has killed me. From Luke. Again, let's just see if we can find. No, there's no team. There's no team sharing for a lot of these people. Need to quit FPL as I don't seem to listen to myself. Ahmed does it. And he said on December the 13th, 2 days prior, I want all 3, yet I'm not buying them. FPL being played very wrongly here. He wants, I mean, I'll tell you what, Iwobi looks pretty good to me. I'm liking the look of Iwobi at the moment. what we said. So he's sort of called the Armoured. Armoured looks good. Fawaz, guys, can I quit FPL? Yes, yes you can. But why? Why and how? How's that? I just don't know what I'd do if FPL wasn't in my life. I don't know. I think I'd be completely lost. Reese, I own their perfectly able striker Solanke. It's 5-0. I hate FPL. Yeah, 5-0 and no Solanke haul is a little bit hard to take for Solanke owners, right? That is a bit rough. I would be fuming if this was me. GW17 Obame, since I sold him, equals 20 plus points. Saka, since I bought him, 4 points. I hate this game. Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? I mean, I almost think I need to like start some sort of like t-shirt brand or something, just saying you don't need to make transfers. You know? Maybe we could put it on FPL mug, Russell. You don't need to make transfers, guys. I mean, this is just, you just get a player and keep him for at least 5 game weeks, unless they're injured or suspended. Boom. He says at 2.2 million rank. Don't come to me for tips, all right? I'm not the guy for tips. I'm here for the vibes, guys. I am here for the vibes. FPL gods hate me from L. Gosh. I mean, let's go for some more, shall we? FPL gods hate me. And yeah, I think we just need to say what happened. What happened here? What happened here? Lol, I hate FPL from OX. Fabianski, he was actually in for some points last night as well. So I don't know how many points he got in the end, but it must be at least 3 or 4. Should we have a little look? Let's have a little look, shall we? So it's Fabianski. What a great name that is. Fabianski, 4 points last night, and he was on for, I think, like 7 or 8. And then what was it, like the last 5 minutes goal from Paqueta. So this bench is actually, that is rough. Roberto, I think you benched Hall and you had a shocker with some advice, didn't you, to some peeps? Yeah, I think you had said it's fine to bench Hall this week. I don't get that myself, but you know, I respect it. He was on for 11 or 12 from Alex. Wow, Fabianski 11 or 12. So this could have been up to what, like 40 points here. Is that maths? Yeah, it is. About 40 points. That is maths. Actually, F off. I hate FPL from London is Blue 56. Hates FPL. Come on. Someone share a team. I don't understand why these guys don't share their FPL teams. Is this just like a casual? Is that what we're dealing with here? Someone who's not truly dedicated to FPL? Looks like it. What a lovely life that must be. I'll ask him as well. What happened? I hate this game. Let's have a look at this. Last 7 games I played him, 21 shots, 10 key passes, 0 goals, 0 assists. Do it for the believers tonight, do it for us. And he blanked. A full-on blank. Semenyo is just not the guy. There are things that I've done this season that have actually worked out really well for me. I sold Semenyo about 6 game weeks ago because I didn't like the look of it. I sold Solanke, I sold Delap, I sold Haaland. I feel like my season is just slowly getting on track. I am making some pretty good moves, like it's got to be said. But yeah, I'm glad that I got rid of Semenyo because he doesn't look that great at the moment. He was also playing like really deep last night. Sometimes I just hate football from FPL Nate. FPL Marchin. I thought I could hate 8 Nori anymore, but here we. Thought I couldn't hate 8 Nori anymore, but here we are. Gvardiol benched this week. Oh, he benched Gvardiol and then played 8 Nori. That is rough. That is rough, man. We've got a couple of. We got Ben in that. Ben is in the house. Ben, make sure you get your laptop ready. Is it charged? Because we're quizzing it up real nice. Fred Bridgens, decent week, 57 points, green arrow, up to 46k. That is fantastic, Fred. Good to have you on board, mate. Welcome to the Alphaverse. Only amount of time until you're to your top 100k. I agree, Jack. Thank you, man. I'll tell you what, the FPL HQ, you boys, you're always so supportive. George, Aloha, Lewis, you know, Ish. Love being in that crew. Thank you for all your kind words. Because it is tough, man. It's been a really tough season. I mean, look at the state of this. Look at the state of this. 2.2 mil. And like, I'm not a casual. I take this game seriously. And I'm at 2.2 mil. What is going on? But I'm dealing with it. It's all good. I'm having a ball at the same time. Okay, Ben's not at home. He's just popping in to say hi. No worries, Ben. Good to have you here, mate. Abhishek. Do I go for Henderson and Fabianski combo for wildcard? No, I wouldn't do that. I'd get Raya. If you're asking me, you know, there are guys in the chat who know a lot more than I do. But if it was me, I'd just be getting Raya and setting and forgetting. I don't want to have the headache of goalkeeper stuff this season. I've tried to have like goalkeeper plans over the past few seasons where I'm like, oh, I'm going to do this and this, and I'll switch him out for this one, and he's away, he's playing at home. Like, never works out. Raya is the guy. It just has to be for me. Yeah, it's been a very interesting season, Fred. I totally agree with you there. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Very, very, very enjoyable. Hard at times, but I think. And I think I say this every week. I think it's got a lot to do with the pricing of Salah and Haaland at the beginning of the season. Like, that's caused massive swings. Putting Haaland at 15 mil, seemed crazy at the time, but actually I kind of get why they did that, and it's worked really well in terms of, you know, playing the game. You really have to have your wits about you. I've done really well for the last like 3 seasons, and listen, I'm not gonna lie, it's because I just perma-capped Haaland, and I just had like some good differentials. Last season's rank was 34,000. Like, that was pretty much because I captained Haaland for the whole season. Like, it's been too easy in a way. Yeah, ask Alex. So Alex is he's back 5th in the world. Alex, send me your team on Twitter when you get a sec. I'll bring it up. Alex, that's absolutely insane, man. Also, yeah, we were DMing. When do you want to come on the show? Let me know. I'm live Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week. Let's have a quick look at the fixtures that are coming up. Let's have a look at the fixtures. What a great little segue to the fixtures. Saturday 21st, so I'll be live Saturday night for the Pain Train, Sunday night for the Pain Train, and weekly wrap up for Game Week 17. So there'll be 2 quizzes on this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. But Alex, if you want to come and say hi, have a little chat, you can pick one of those days. I'll be live at 8 PM on both of those days. Let's have a look. 5th is crazy, Alex. Yes, it is. 100%. So good. I have a set and forget keeper, the one and only Flecken. Yeah, again, if it's me, I like to just like leave my team and not worry about stuff and like save some transfers up. I don't want to be messing about with goalkeeper transfers. Like Pickford killed me last season. I had Onana. I feel like I had Onana, Pickford and Flecken at one point. This year I'm just like Raya the whole way. Look, I'm so dedicated to Raya. I'll show you my team. That I just have a random... I chose this player because he was 4 mil and his name was Slicker. I ain't got a clue who he is. He's had 0 minutes. Look. That is because I needed to save the money so I could afford Raya. If Raya gets injured, I'm screwed. But that is my dedication to a set and forget keeper this season. It doesn't help me when I'm bench boosting, but it is what it is. Right, let's do some more pain because we've got a couple more to get through, and then we'll start the quiz in a mo. We did that. Super Trapper. 5 consecutive weeks I'm having double-digit points left on the bench. When will the pain end? When will the pain end? It's just big words, isn't it? Goran. Getting Van Hecke and João Pedro a couple of weeks back has brought me nothing but pain. Nothing but pain. Said Kiela. The pain of seeing Marcus Rashford not playing yet you have him on FPL. Oh, he wasn't even in the squad. That is so rough. Also, a lot of these guys like really like Rashford, like they're Rashford fans. It's got to hurt even more, right? FPL Cheese, friend of the channel. I hate this game sometimes. What happened to Cheese? He's definitely someone that posts his team. Look at this dedication to Cheese. Come on, where's your team at? Where's your team at? Oh, come on, he's got such a good rank, just over 10k. He doesn't know what pain is. Come on, Cheese, where's your team at? Here we go. Alright, let's try and identify the pain. Is it because he captained Palmer? 8 Nori, Rodgers. I'm not really seeing why he'd be in so much pain here. It was just because he got a red arrow. A little bit of an anticlimax on that one. Hey Siri, define pain. Martinez 2, Trent 1, Gahey -1. What's going on with my phone? Sorry, that's Siri's actually going off on my iPad. Did you guys hear that? That was crazy. Aditya G. I hate FPL so much. Had Gvardiol for almost 6 match days. Nothing. Swapped him for VVD. Liverpool concede 2. Gvardiol scores. Yeah, that is rough. Had Gvardiol for 6 match days. Nothing. Swapped him for VVD. Yeah, that's just rough. Quite a sideways move though, isn't it? Like doing Gvardiol for VVD. Payne, Ahmed and Robinson on the bench. And Fabianski. Surely I'm not the first people in FPL to have not 1 but 2 players sent off after full time in the same game week. 8 Nori and Cucurella, I hate you, from FPL Scholar. That's a good point. We could actually ask AI. Let's ask AI. That's what it's here for. Alright, I'm going to attach the picture. Is this right? Let's have a look. Verify if 2 players can be sent off after full time in a football match. Didn't get the question, did it? Nah. Not having that. Alright, so let's do some Game Week 17 planning. There's quite a lot going down at the moment in terms of just a bit of news. Some news coming in. So, first off, Cunha. I got Jack's tweet bookmarked here. So probably ban incoming. Isak, Woodrow are the main replacements in my opinion. Let's stop the poll. If anyone's not done the poll, just give it a little poke. I'm going to stop it in a moment. So, according to you lovely people, Wood is absolutely killing it. Let's end that. So best Wood replacements according to you guys in the chat is Wood 70%, Raul 23, Rissa 5 and Pedro 0. I agree with the Pedro 0, who's been rubbish. So Cunha is definitely going to be banned, right? We know that. 100%. Regulation and discipline update on Wolves. FA spokesperson. So I have Cunha in my team as well. And what I'm thinking about doing, I think I almost just want to rage transfer them out. I'm not going to do it like now or anything like that. I'll wait until the press conferences and all that good stuff. But I'm thinking about doing 8 Nori out and Cunha out. Do we think that the ban will happen before the game week deadline? Yeah, Geddy. Read my mind. Do we think, let's ask AI, is there a chance Cunha could play before his ban comes in? Could play in game week 17 before his ban comes in. That's pretty clear, isn't it? Let's try that. Matthias Cunha said was playing Game Week 17 before any potential suspension comes into effect. The Football Association has charged him with misconduct following a post-match altercation during Wolves' loss to Ipswich, but he has until Thursday, December 19th, to respond to the charge. This means that any disciplinary action, including a potential suspension, would not be implemented until after Game Week 17, as Wolves face Leicester City on Wednesday, December 18th. The FA's disciplinary process typically allows players to continue participating in matches until a decision is made. For example, in similar cases like Kudus earlier this season, the process took several weeks before a suspension was enforced. Well, how the turntables. Do we think there's a possibility here? Put that in tweet format under 280 characters. I'm just going to put this out. This is something called Perplexity AI. And what it does is it pulls all the information from the internet. It's sort of like ChatGPT and Google combined, Google search. Not a sponsor. Despite his FA misconduct charge, he has until December 19th to respond, so any suspension would take effect after. Alright, so it seems as though, guys, there is actually a possibility that Cunha might be starting this week. So I think it's sort of like a hold your horses type situation, right? He's got Leicester away. I like him for that. He'd play, right? Like, there's a new manager already. I think there's a new manager already in. Portuguese guy, Portugueser. He's got to play Cunha if he's available. So do I just do 8 Nori, 4.8 mil? Do I just roll? Like, am I just going to roll this team? I've got my captaincy on Obame. Keep Cunha, then sell. Yeah, I think that's the move, isn't it? Roberto, how did the vote go in the end? Did you win it? It looked like FPL Nightmare was running away with it at the end, right? You'll get it next time, brother. Don't even sweat it. Alright, so it looks like the consensus is that we're keeping Cunha. Is that right? Let's have a talk about 8 Nori then, because lots of other people... Let's do 8 Nori poll replacement. So we're going to do points prediction, and we're going to do defenders. We'll do long term, and we're going to go like... What was he? 4? Is he 4.8? Let's go under 5. I'll tell you what, I like Milenkovic. Milenkovic. I keep saying that name wrong. Milenkovic. I also really like... I think Nottingham Forest, despite their fixtures, I think they might just be buys at this point. They've got Brentford away next game, which is really tough. I don't mind them against Tottenham at home. I don't mind them against Everton away. I don't mind them Wolves away either. Then they got Liverpool, Southampton, Bournemouth away, Brighton. I mean, it just feels right to me to get one of these guys in. Milenkovic or Morello. Who else do we like? Forest. Aina. Aina's having a great season. Anyway, let's do another poll real quick. So, have you guys got any thoughts on 8 Nori replacements? And I'll put up the poll. So I'm thinking Milenkovic, Kirkes. Let's go Milenkovic, Kirkes, Hall, obviously. Hall, Robinson. Are we happy with that? I'm ignoring Cash because I've had some bad times with him. It's Robinson and Minoz. Okay, Alex has spoken. Colwill, Foxy. Right. Let's do this. We're doing a poll. Best, I'm going to say Ran. Best Ran replacement. Best Ran replacement. We're going to go... What does Alex say? Robinson and Minoz. Robinson, Minoz. Any more for any more? Anyone else like anyone else? Colwill from Foxy. Let's do it. Colwill. And then I think I'm gonna add in a Forest defender, because I think for me Milenkovic seems to be, I like the look of it, you know. Colwill, Milenkovic, Minoz, Robinson. The poll is now live. Make your decision right now. Paul Parker, bloody good option. So yeah, interesting. But I think that's what I'm going to perhaps do this week. I need to get 8 Nori out of my team. I'm done with him. I'm so done with him. Get rid of 8 Nori, and then I'm thinking this at this point. Brentford away though, that's tough, isn't it? Also captaincy and Obame. I like it, you know. Brentford is so good at the G-Tech. He is also the only player I have in my team that is playing at home, and it's Brentford. We all know about Brentford at home. It just feels right. Van der Berg, Nottingham Forest at home. What are you guys thinking captaincy-wise for Game Week 17? This actually isn't mad, is it? Like Obame captaincy, Nottingham Forest at home. Taxi drivers in the house? Yes, mate. Good to have you here. Yeah, I'm actually thinking that Obame might be my guy. I'm going to keep it on him this week. If you guys remember the absolute shocker I had a couple of weeks ago where I was tempted and I had it on him and then I bottled it before the deadline. put it on, who is it, Saka or something. Outrageous. Okay, so yeah, it looks like Cunha's going to be banned, but the big news is that we think is that it's not going to happen until after Game Week 17. He will probably play against Leicester in Game Week 17, so do not sell Cunha right away. Alex H is going Salah, and he's 5th in the world. So there we go. There's your tip. Foxy in the chat, will Cunha be available for Game Week 17? Exactly what we just covered. So it looks like we're thinking Cunha is going to be available. Keep him. We'll do the quiz in a sec. Rank these budget forwards. Wood, Raul, João Pedro. We did that earlier, so Wood was definitely the winner. Then Raul second, Pedro third for sure. That's what we're thinking, right? Cunha replacements are so unexciting from Cali. I don't know about that. I like Wissa, you know. I think Wissa is one of those guys that is going to get overlooked, and he's going to do absolute bits. It just feels right, you know. We'll see. Might be the most important advice in FPL from Conqueror, a friend of the channel. Make a plan to get Haaland from Game Week 19, and then you can sell him after Game Week 23 if you want. Thanks. It's not bad, that, is it? I get quite stubborn about this stuff, and I might be playing the game wrong, but I'm thinking that I might just go Haalandless for the rest of the season, to be honest. I just like my midfield so much. It doesn't... for the money, it doesn't make sense. His XG is ridiculous, though. Like, the best XG. But you don't get points for XG, right? Like, most shots on target, Haaland. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but I actually put into... You've got to check this out. It's absolutely wild. For this, there's this thing called Google LM Notebook, right? And it's totally free. It's this here. I'm going to pin it to my profile so you guys can take a look. I'm going to explain what this is. So what I did was, I went to the Opta stats on Fantasy Football Hub. And it looks like this. And I copied them all. So I went all, I went show all. I copy and pasted it into this thing called Google LM Notebook. Now what this does, it creates a podcast based on what you add to it. So try Notebook LM. And here it is. So here is my fantasy football player statistics. And it created this podcast. It's two people speaking about Opta stats. And I asked it, like, talk about the underperformers and overperformers of FPL based on these stats. And it came up with this podcast. I put a video on it. I edited it on DaVinci Resolve. Check it out. It's wild. We live in absolutely crazy times. They're just chatting about, like, who you should avoid, like, based on the Opta stats. It took about 5 minutes. It's absolutely crazy. I'm thinking about trying to start some content with it, perhaps, but I know you get dinged on that for, like, using it on YouTube and stuff, but I think maybe for Twitter X, I might just put some stuff together with it. It's just fun, but honestly, just check out when you get a second. It is wild. So with that being said, the reason I said that is because they were saying you just have to, there are just, like, players you have to avoid. Like, Haaland just isn't worth the money. His XG is really good, most shots on target, but he's still underperforming, and especially at that price point. So for me, I'm just not feeling bringing him back, like, at all. But again, I might just be playing this whole thing wrong, you know? Are you guys thinking about getting Haaland back? All right, should we do some quiz? Who's ready for some quiz action? Yeah, 3 moves to get, 3 moves to spread funds. It's not worth it in the long term, in my opinion. Yeah, it doesn't. You just got to kind of like put up with these game weeks, right, Jack? I think that's the move here. I'll just check if anyone's replied. Geddy's quoted me into this. Oh, they're planning to appeal. I've just been informed that Wolves are planning on appealing the ban for Cunha, which may result in a more severe ban, but should mean that he's available for Sunday against Leicester. This isn't confirmed. They might decide against it, but maybe wait on those transfers. Wolves are just mad lads, aren't they? With their like VAR as well. They're just playing their own game. Alex is saying don't sleep on Haaland. Alright, so guys, we're going to do some quiz. I've got a quiz lined up. So, anyone can win this thing tonight. You are going to win an FPL mug. I'm going to get the quiz leaderboard up real quick. Here is the quiz leaderboard coming into the final episode of Game Week 16. Thomas is top of the leaderboard with 8 points. George B 4, FPL Chris 3, JP Corn 3, FPL Gold 2, Freshly 1 and Geddy 1. So tonight we're going to triple the points, which means that anyone can win this thing. And you will be winning an FPL mug courtesy of the FPL store. FPL store. And I will bring up their crockery right now so you can take a quick look. The mugs look like this. Oh wow, look, he's just dropping mugs left, right and centre. That Ahmed goal was ridiculous. So one of these mugs, you'll be winning it. Will Thomas do a Spurs from Geddy? Niall, just in time. Damn straight, Niall. You know it. Freshly's on the leaderboard. That is Niall. He's in the chat. So if you want to take part in this quiz, you need to, my recommendation, and it's actually, you need to have 2 devices. Have a laptop and a phone, or an iPad and a phone. Because you're going to be looking at the questions on my stream and answering with your phone or your iPad. So is everyone ready? Just let me know if you're not ready. How's that? What I'll do is I'll just open up the quiz. Okay. I need to do the quiz view. I almost forgot. Right, my face should now be off the screen. We don't want a repeat of the first quiz last week, because that was a disaster. Alright, here we go. Right, we are waiting for players to join. The code is 6123682, and you need to go to kahoot.it on your browser. Thomas is in. FPL Jack is in. Thomas is keeping quiet in the chat, but he's here. You better believe it. You better believe he's here. I love that. I suspect Thomas is like doing the dishes or something, just listening. Freshly's in. It's already a good crew. FPL Foxy is in. Oh, Thomas is in the chat. I see him. FPL store, Russell. Yes, Russell. Could Russell win one of his own mugs? We wondered to ourselves. Moreno. I think that's a new participant is in the house. George Bailey is back for more. FPL FOMO. Yes, guys. You are all hungry for the incredible crockery available at the FPL store. And by the way, if you do want to buy one of these mugs, there is a discount code that Russell and I can give you if you're interested. So let us know if you fancy it. Any more for any more? Are we good to go? FOMO, George Bailey, Moreno, FPL Store, FPL Foxy, Freshly, Geddy, FPL Jack, FPL Thomas. By the way, I'm just going to say, as we keep doing these, we will get more people joining, and I have to keep getting more tiers on Kahoot. So the next one, so right now we're capped at 20 participants, and then it's 50, and then it's 1,000, then it's 2,000. So this could get really interesting in the future. But let's do this. Start. Okay. By the way, I should have put it should be 20 seconds for each. First question. You guys ready? Which manager has managed the most different Premier League clubs? Which manager has managed the most different Premier League clubs? I've done 30 seconds for these. 30 and 20 seconds. The quicker you select, the more points you will get. So I want to make that clear. So you get more points for answering quickly as well. Which manager has managed the most different Premier League clubs? I think we're locked in. It's Sam Allardyce, correct. And now we see who did well. Thomas. Thomas is sensational at these quizzes. And then we've got FPL Jack, we've got George Bailey, FPL Storm, Moreno. Next question. True or false? Arsenal's invincible season in 2003-2004 saw them win every game they played. Saw them win every game they played. Is that true or is it false? I think we're locked in again. It is false. Absolutely right. Let's see. George Bailey, he's there. You better believe it. Next question. Who scored the most goals in a single Premier League season? Is it Salah? Oh my gosh, I've done 2 Salahs. Erling Haaland or Cristiano Ronaldo? You got 14 seconds. I think we're locked in. It's Erling Haaland, correct. Thomas is still killing it. Next question. True or false? The Premier League was founded in 1992 with 22 teams. Premier League was founded in 1992 with 22 teams. It is true. 22 teams, imagine that. Thomas is killing it. Next question. Which team has the record for the fewest goals conceded in a Premier League season? Is it Manchester United, is it Liverpool, is it Chelsea, or is it Arsenal? Which team has the record for the fewest goals conceded in a single Premier League season? Is Chelsea. That is correct. Oh, Russell is right on his heels. It's getting good. Which club has drawn the most matches in Premier League history? Is it Manchester United? Is it Everton? Is it Arsenal? Or is it Liverpool? I think we're locked in. I feel like 30 seconds is a bit easy, isn't it? I think we should do 20. Everton's correct. You guys absolutely know your stuff. Moreno is getting up the ranks. True or false? No team has ever been relegated from the Premier League after winning it. Is that true or false? I think this is a 20-second one here. 5 seconds to go. Are we locked? It is false. So Leicester, right? Next question. Who is this? Who is this? Potentially my favourite GIF of all time. Yes, of course it is Mick McCarthy. Alright. Which Premier League player once had a clause in his contract that prohibited him from travelling to space? Which Premier League player once had a clause in his contract that prohibited him from travelling to space? And this is real. This is actually a real thing. Is it David Beckham, Stefan Schwartz, Wayne Rooney, or Zlatan Ibrahimovic? We're locked in. It is Stefan Schwartz. How do 3 people know that? Like, that is wild. I'm just gonna play the music. There we go. We should be back. Alright, next question. 10 of 20. David Beckham took ballet lessons while at Manchester United to improve his agility. Is that true or is it false? Did David Beckham take ballet lessons while at Manchester United to improve his agility? It is absolutely true. He did it as part of his training routine. Foxy. He's getting up the ranks. This is Peter Crouch. True or false? Remember, the sooner you answer, the more points you get. It's a tough one. That was a lookalike of Peter Crouch. Right, next question. This is Faustino Asprilla. True or false? It is true. Oh, that's a split, that one. Split vote on that one. Oh, ho, ho. Russell, he's right behind Thomas. 13. This is JJ Okocha. Already had 2 answers. Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is so good. True, yes. I feel like we might see some... Oh, Thomas is doing well. He's still right there. 14 of 20. This is Terry Venables. True or false? One answer already. That's ridiculous. Oh, it's a split. 50-50. Oh, things are getting shaken up at the bottom there. Next question. True or false? This is David Beckham. Already one answer. That is too much. Next question. Russell's on fire. This is James Ward-Prowse. It's so funny seeing all the answers come in like really quickly. Someone said true. Oh, that's so good. Russell is right there. Next question. This is Alan Kirbishley. True or false? 2 answers already. Wow. Two said false. It is false. Wow, that is a big swing there. Should be a big swing. Oh, Russell and Thomas were the ones who got it. Wow, you two are ridiculous. True or false? This is Sam Allardyce. It is, of course, true. Next question. Oh, wow. This is Ian Wright. It is, of course, Wayne Rooney. Oh, wow. Thomas, you are good, man. Last question. This is a lasagna. You guys are so quick. Like, that was literally a second and 3 came in. It is false. Amazing. Incredible. FPL Foxy 3rd. You legend. We've got FPL Store in 2nd. And we've got the GOAT, that is Thomas. And then 4th and 5th, we've got George and Moreno. Ridiculous. Ridiculous scenes. Rigged from Jack. Jack, you win at all the things. You always win at things, alright? So with that being said, Thomas is obviously winning the FPL mug. I'll do the scores afterwards, but Thomas, it's yours, mate. Yeah, well played. That was ridiculous. Like, you clearly know your stuff. Last time he said he was just guessing the answers as well. I don't believe him. I think he's actually a super genius. I'm gonna have to I'll have to. You guys let me know if you like the format of these quizzes or like what you want to see. I gave more time on that one. Did we enjoy that? A bit more room? 30 seconds, 20 seconds sometimes. George was guessing too quickly. Yeah, it's that sort of game. It really adds a little dimension when you have the quicker you answer, the more points you get. My stream is out of sync with the quiz. Oh no, that's not good, FOMO. Same picture twice, Evercorn. Yeah, you know it, man. Oh, that's alright, Colm. No worries. Don't worry, man. Incredible. Alright, so guys, FPL Thomas, if you ping or DM me, I will give you some instructions on how you get the mug. I hope you're inside the UK. If you're not, that might cause some complications, but we'll figure it out. I will be live on Friday night for the GW17 Preview. I want to thank you all so much for joining this evening. What a pleasure. More quizzes, more live shows coming up in the future. Thank you so much for joining. Stay hydrated and remember, FPL is not a substitute for a warm life. Peace out.